Hello, this is Dean Lee, deanleeart.com for art development and mindsets, currently more on ideas and mindsets. So today we call it calling. We're talking about the killing speech. Keep an eye on what you take in. A lot of killing topics lately. So I've watched a video on YouTube yesterday by David Foster Wallace, this gentleman, about being the master of your mind. That's all I'm about, right? Controlling your mind. Don't let it get the best of you. But midway through the video, I asked a question: why do they let this guy to speak in universities if he speaks the truth, right? So eventually, he's not. He think he's speaking the truth, part of it, but the content is flawed. Actually, it's exactly what the system and the school wants you to think about. So, spoiler alert, the guy actually, when I just finished the video, right, I think to myself, this guy might kill himself. And let's see, did he kill himself, right, at the end? Let's judge together, right, through my thinking process. So, he said, be the master of your mind. This is absolutely correct. But what happens? So in his video, he says negativity or why you're feeling bad because you are at the center of your own universe, right? You shouldn't. He said you shouldn't be at the center of your own universe because you're putting yourself too big. You're too egotistic, right? You should give your mind, which is giving up the driver's seats of your life, of your body, right? You should be the master, the center of your own universe, all times, period. If you give it up, the mind's gonna drive it for you. And the mind doesn't know what he's doing. He'll probably like drive your body into a wall and kill yourself, right? So problem number one, not being in the center of your own universe. Number two, think in other people's perspective, like be PC, right? Think to other people, be love people, right? Don't be selfish. Like selfish is such a bad word, right? The people behind the curtains, represented by this fox, wanted you to hate the word selfish. Want to give selfish a lot of power. When you say, "Oh, this guy's selfish," he needs to feel bad. It's worse than saying "fuck you," right? You're selfish. It's kind of the same or even worse, right? So let's see, why is this? So if this fox person asks you, hey, Jimmy, right, donate some money to other people, right? They need it. Other people, right? They need it. These other people. Think for them, right? Think of their perspective. They haven't eaten yet, right? They need it. While the guy will probably like keep 99.9% for himself. And God knows if that 0.1% will help anybody, right? But he would make a scene, right? Ask other people, like, this guy's selfish. And like, you want to be liked naturally, right? You want to be accepted by your peers. It's a trait of the mind. But if you don't listen to the mind, you can ignore it. So I actually love it when people say I'm selfish. But you can be giving. If you're selfish, you could be a giving person. So to illustrate this, there's two scenarios, right? A and B. So I got an apple, right? So I'm gonna plant this apple, right? After eating it, maybe half, right? But people say, "Oh, I should have the apple. I have kids. I'm so hungry. I'm selfish," right? For planting the apple for myself. So the apple actually grew into a tree. I cultivated, so I got more apples. So after I have more apples, I could give it to people generously, and we both live. We live, right? So what does scenario B go? So if you give your apple to somebody else, and like, oh, thank you, right? Or sometimes they won't even thank you. Like, okay, give me an apple, you selfish person, right? So he's gonna ask you for more apple. They only want more, right? So you don't have any apples left. You gave the apple to him, right? So at the end, both of you won't have anything to eat. Both of you will die miserably. So by being selfish to yourself, it's actually caring to other people, right? So thinking for yourself means thinking for other people. Alright. So the third point in his speech, which is ridiculous, is money and greed and wanting things is evil. Evil. Why it's evil? Like money, it's a currency we currently have, like it or not. It's calculated by value. How many value you provide to the world could be converted to value, something like that, right? Converted to money, right? Something like that. So actually, they could be your dreams and your goals converted in money form, right? You're chasing something, you're trying to be better. I'm trying to be better at art, right? Better artist, better pay, right? More money. Am I greedy? Hell yeah, I'm greedy. Hell yeah, I want more money. Because it's gonna help me a better life, and then they're gonna fuel me to live, right? Tomorrow, I'm gonna learn the job better. I got that energy. I'm excited about tomorrow. I'm gonna write a more fun article, right? More inspiring article to help me so that I can help you, right? I'm being selfish. Therefore, I could give other people things, right? So, what does the system want you to think? This is actually what the system wants you to think. Like, living is competitive. Like, being alive means competitiveness. Like, you like it or not, that's what it means. Being life is consuming other life. So actually, you could have your share of the cake, right? But the guy would tell you it's evil, and then you go back home and look at the mirror, right? You start to hate yourself. You have the guilt, right? You start to guilt yourself while you're fighting with yourself. The other guy have all the cake, right? He's eating all the cake, yummy, yummy, yummy. Like this dumb people, I just tell him something, he's doubting himself, right? I get all the cake. And eventually, right, you may hate yourself to a certain point, you might kill yourself. Right? The guy we like, oh good, you did so well, like you won the system. Like money's evil, right? You're pure, right? Killing yourself is pure, right? They don't give a fuck, they don't care about you, they want more pie. Right? So to recap, a spoiler, David killed himself. I actually I actually could tell, like, sounding like a smartass, right? But I actually knew the only logical thing his mind will do is kill himself if he gives the driver's seat to his mind. Why is that? So number one, he gives his driver's seats, his aka responsibility in life, to his mind. So he's actually slave to his mind, countering to what the video is supposed to be about. And then he lowers his self-worth, right? He's putting some people above him, right? The needs of other people is above him. So if you are trying to get something, that you start to fight your own mind. You have the guilt, like, I want to have some food. It's totally fine. But the other mind, after getting the wrong information, will be like, if you have food, you should give it to someone else, right? Because giving, right? You're not selfish, right? Caring for other people. Uh-huh. And then number three, he gives up his goals and dreams, which is the fuel of life, which is wants. So what happens? So 1 plus 2 plus 3, actually, what does they do? They stop you from loving yourself. So If all of the love you for yourself is gone, and then you gave the mind your body, what will it do? When the mind hates yourself so much, you kill yourself. Logical, super logical. So rest in peace, David, you dumb fuck. But we learned something from him, like luckily, right? Make his life worth something. Pretty sure he's a good guy. So try to stay awakened at all times, because this information thing is really dangerous. Really dangerous. People treating it is like the gospel, right? Anything it's some kind of authority, right? I'm by no means any authority. Like, you don't like me, please hate me, please leave me, please don't listen to my stuff, right? Judge my stuff. But I, to my previous heart, there's value in it. That's why I share it, right? Like, hopefully someone watch this and didn't don't decide to kill themselves agreeing to his stuff in his video. Because if dumb people like watch his video and believe his stuff, like they're on the suicide boat, right? They're on board of the suicide boat, and one day they'll kill themselves and they don't know why. It's just actually pretty horrifying. Me myself included. Maybe sometimes I can't judge. I'm not smart enough. Like, maybe something will get through the cracks, get me. But I doubt it, because I doubt myself really hard every day. So one day, as dumb as me, I'll find out, because I do it every day. Kind of a heavy topic today, but that's it. Stay awakened. I hope you awaken, right? Have a nice day.